should refresh and come up on my Facebook page.
10 seconds.
All right.
We're live. Why is it not coming up?
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tarot Talk. This is our season premiere. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, clap it up, clap it up. Now, our show, Tarot Talk, we're so excited. First, let me just introduce myself. My name is Vanessa Asbury. I'm going to be your host. And then we also have...
James Spivey, co-host.
Yes, James Spivey is our co-host. So we wanted to bring this show to the forefront for you guys because, we're living in such a time where we need more healing in the world. We need more love in the world. This show is going to touch base on a lot of different things, okay? So we want to expand your consciousness and awareness. We're wanting to offer healing, love, light. We're going to talk about tarot cards. We're going to talk about psychics and astrology and healers. It's going to be phenomenal. And I just hope you guys are ready because, not a lot of people talk about the things that we're going to talk about. Shout out to our special guest that we're going to have today at 4 p.m., Miss Madeline Parker. I can't wait to have her on. She's going to be discussing healing, her different techniques and different ways that she heals. She's going to discuss tarot cards and much, much more, as well as astrology. So I definitely want to take the time because, some of you may not know me, and, I just want to take the time to go ahead and introduce myself. Well, actually, my co-host is going to ask me a couple questions so you guys can get to know me a little better, and I'm going to do the same with James Spivey so you can know him a little better. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I'm going to let my co-host take it away from here.
Hello, everyone. Hello. So Vanessa, where are you from?
So, guys, I'm from New Jersey. I've been in North Carolina for about 10, 11 years, but I'm from New Jersey initially.
What is your path? What is your call? What do you do?
So, my path, I would say, I'm definitely a tarot card reader, but I'm trying to definitely expand my knowledge and my horizon. So I'm a tarot card reader. I'm definitely into astrology. I'm also a healer as well. I'm definitely going to get my Reiki healing license so I can take that to the next level. But that's my path. So how did I get into my path? Let's see. So I know you guys, are into horoscopes, and a lot of people look at their readings, on YouTube, right? So I'm kind of guilty of doing that because being a Pisces, a Pisces, we're into that stuff. We're governed by the moon, so we have high intuition, and we're just into all the outer worldly type of things, right? So that was me. So basically how I got into being a tarot card reader is I was watching my horoscope on YouTube. You have these live readers on YouTube all the time. And I'm not even gonna lie, guys, I was in my zone, Back then I was a smoker, so I was smoking and I was watching the video, right? And the YouTube, his name is Sal, S-A-L, if you want to follow him on YouTube, but he was just doing this reading, and he said, for people who's watching this particular video, I have a message from my angels. They want you to just get a tarot card deck. It doesn't even matter if you don't know what you're doing. It doesn't even matter. But this is a message particularly for you. Get a tarot card deck, order that deck, and just start doing tarot cards because you have a gift and you are abundant. And in the next 5 years, this tarot card journey is going to take you beyond measure. It's going to take you to places you never even imagined. So I'm looking at my phone like, oh my gosh, I think he's talking to me. So I had a moment. I definitely had a moment. So I was like, okay, what the heck? Let me just go ahead and order some tarot cards from Amazon, whatever, not really knowing what I was doing, to be honest. So that's how my path started. And why I got into tarot cards, it's just because, I was kind of craving more, right? Sometimes, you just look at life and you're just like, I know there's more to life than this. I know that, there has to be something other than what we have been taught or what we know, right? So yeah, so I'm like, this is me, and this is why I want to dive a little bit more into it, and that's how it started for me.
What is your goals or your vision for this podcast?
So for this podcast, my goal for this podcast is to bring awareness to the public, bring enlightenment, just expand the consciousness of humanity, and for our listeners, to let people know if you are psychic or if you have been experiencing, ghosts or seeing something at the side of your eye, or if you just think on a different level that's kind of not normalized, then that's okay, because we're here to let you know that's okay. We have different guests on our show that will let you know that those same things are happening with them. But overall, I would say that my goal is to open up a new horizon, when it comes to the type of things that we're into or what we do, because there's a lot of different opinions, a lot of different things that people might say about psychics or being holistic. So we just want to kind of clear that up and kind of offer more information and offer you a new look into what we have going on.
All right.
So yes, so that was getting to know me, guys. We're going to take some time to go ahead and get to know my co-host, James Spivey. So James,
yes,
you want to go by King James, don't you?
Absolutely.
Okay, King James. So let's start off by asking, why do you prefer the name King James? I put him on the spot, y'all.
I go by King James because we are all gods and goddesses, kings and queens.
Right. Absolutely.
So I'm just labeling myself as what I am.
I know that's right.
How I see myself and how I want to be seen.
Right. Absolutely.
So that is King James.
All right, King James. That's what's up. Clap it up for him. So, okay, so King James, that's your personality name. So what is your real name and where are you from?
Birth name, James Spivey. Born and raised, Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay.
Native.
Raleigh. Okay, Raleigh in the building. Who out there from Raleigh? Okay. So you're from Raleigh, native of Raleigh. So have you ever been outside of North Carolina at all, or traveled?
I've traveled
Okay.
to some places, mostly on the East Coast.
Nice.
I'm hoping to visit the West Coast pretty soon.
Okay, I heard, I've been to the West Coast, and I'm going to say the West Coast is pretty popping. It's a vibe on the West Coast. So that's what's up. So James, tell me, what is your path?
My path is a healer, a
Nice.
massage therapist. I am everything that I want to be.
Nice.
So the sky's the limit. So as of right now, I'm just a massage therapist and chef, but I plan to be more in this future.
Okay, that's nice. So I want to go ahead and touch base on something, because James said that he is a healer and he's a massage therapist, okay? So James, I want you to kind of explain, when you do massage therapy on your clients, how do you feel like you're offering more than just a massage? Like, how is your healing incorporated into your massage therapy work?
Well, everything's about energies and vibrations. And if you take into consideration the concept of everyone is one,
right,
with
yes.
each other, I'm using my healing ability, my love for myself, and my love for you to heal you with love. So I'm basically
That's nice.
healing my clients with love through massage.
Awesome.
Massage is just that gateway.
Okay.
But the services that I'm offering is healing hands.
Nice. So do you kind of picture yourself like discarding the negative energy and like healing your client and putting love and light into them and putting positive energy into them?
Yes.
That's what you'll kind of say is happening? Okay.
For the most part, yes. What happens is I will use the energy that is within me, that's in within you, which is in my clients.
Right.
I'm just using that energy that is within us channeling that energy from Mother Earth,
Nice.
absorbing that and giving that client what is birthly theirs. That energy is your birthright.
Right.
So I'm just
Exactly.
helping you find
That's
that
nice. That's beautiful.
and helping you become a new you.
I know that's right. So shout out to James. He does have a mobile massage business, so he can come to you. You can come to him, and
A
that
new
is
you massage.
yes, a New You Massage LLC, mobile massage. Okay, so James, that's what's up. You got into the fact of what is your path. Now, how did you get into your path?
My path got into me.
Okay. So your path got into you.
My path.
Okay.
I didn't get into my path. My path got into me.
That's nice.
It was one of those roles that was like, hey, I know you want to do this, but this is where this is where I need you to be.
Right.
Because of who you are.
Mm-hmm. And God would do that to you. God would do
absolutely.
that.
So my path came from my mom's dealing with fibromyalgia. If most people don't know what fibromyalgia is, it's just a chronic. Your body's always in pain or hurting. So I feel like you was either nursing school or massage therapy, and I feel like massage was more healing for
Right.
her.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So my big ups to my moms.
Shout out to Mama T.
Mama T, Mom Deuce, that's the OG queen. But she's the reason why I am, why and how I am today.
I know that's right. So that's a beautiful thing, getting started basically because of your mom. So that's lovely. So that's how you got into your path. So, and I guess that's also why you got into your path. Is there any, do you also feel a connection directly to healing people and into, into what you're doing? Like outside of your mom, is there also any other connection or any other feeling that you have regarding like healing people? Like, are you connected to that? Is that something like embedded in you?
That is me. Healing people is my calling. Healing people, whether it's through massage, whether it's through interaction, talking to you, or just listening to you, being an ear.
Right.
But healing can come in any forms.
Right.
My profession, in my profession, it's more physical. It's
Right.
touching, but healing can come in any way.
That's true.
Whether it's music, food.
It can be verbally.
Healing can come in any shape and form. So I'm trying to tap into all of that.
Nice. So that's what's up. So you guys, that was just a little introduction, getting to know James and I, your hosts and co-hosts. So healing is very important. Healing is definitely something that we wanted to bring to the forefront because let's just talk about it. It's not a lot of healing that goes on in the African American community. It's kind of unspoken. We also face trauma, and if you grow up a certain type of way, like your childhood, it could be anything. A lot happens between childhood and by the time you're a young adult. So if you don't heal that aspect of you, then it just gets buried and embedded within you. Then it can cause cancer, it can cause sickness, because it's just negative energy that's in your. It's stress. Absolutely, it's
fear,
stress.
yeah.
Stress, fear, just negative things that's sitting in your chakras. So we're also going to be talking about chakras and why being aligned is really important and being balanced is important. So healing is a major aspect of why we're doing this, and
That's my
we want
vision.
to bring more light to it.
For this show.
Absolutely. And I can't wait till our guest comes on because she actually does healing sessions. You don't even have to be in person with her to get a healing session. You can be, she does it remotely, so you can be at home. She does it through Zoom. And it's just so interesting, everything that she has to offer. So you guys, let's talk about tarot cards, okay? Let's talk about tarot cards really quick. So I do want to just touch base on what tarot cards mean or where they came from. And we can also I also want to answer a couple of questions about, how long I've been reading tarot cards and so on and so forth. So tarot cards, from the information that I looked up, okay, because let's remember this path kind of just took me by storm. But I'll finish talking about that later. So tarot cards are there to give us guidance around what is happening in our personal life, our love life, our money, career, goals, and general life path, okay? So not a lot of people know this, but tarot cards are actually focused on the psyche of the person, okay? So sometimes when I read for someone, I would touch base on past, present, and future energy, but sometimes it's so deep in your psyche, people will be like, oh my gosh, how did you know that? It could be something that you've been thinking about, but didn't even do yet, because it's based on your psyche. So that's very important to know. Each tarot card deck does have 78 tarot cards, okay? 78 of them. Tarot cards were created around the late 1400s and early 1500s in Europe. The most popular tarot deck is the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and that was actually published in 1909. So you can only imagine, these tarot cards have been around for a very long time, very, very long time. So again, tarot cards are based on the psyche, which also means it's based on the person's mind, body, and or spirit, right? So each deck has a guide and a tarot book with the definitions of the cards, okay? Each deck, so if you were to order a tarot card deck, from Amazon, let's say, you will get a book that looks something like this, and in this book, it will just tell you all the definitions of the tarot cards and what they mean, so on and so forth. However, I must say, I don't know the definitions. I don't know the definitions. And, when I first started my tarot card path, I was kind of freaking out, because I'm like, okay, God, you're telling me I have this gift and I'm a tarot card reader, but you're also telling me I don't need to know the definitions. I'm like, okay, well, how am I gonna, how can I be successful and do this without knowing what I'm doing, right? So basically, God was just telling me to use your intuition. Look at the card, look at the art on the card, and let the card tell you the story. Okay, and it's so amazing, because I will actually look at a card, for an example. Okay, so this card here, we have the Seven of Wands. So just by looking at the illustration of this card, the drawing, what's happening in it, I'm able to tell you what's happening in your life by just looking at this card, right? So it's pretty amazing. But we're going to get a little deeper into tarot cards and and what I think about them and how did it start for me. So how long have I been a tarot card reader? So I started my journey in about 2018. So about 2 years now, a little bit over 2 years since it just hit 2021. Happy New Year. Ow, ow. So about a little bit over 2 years or so, I've been doing tarot card readings. So some people might want to know, how do you use them? What happens when you tap in? Okay, so how I use them is I basically clear my energy, right? I call in my angels and my guides so they can actually be present with me, because I'm not going to hold you, okay? Like sometimes you have all different type of entities out here and you have to be careful. So, praying over the cards, asking your angels and your guides to come in and protect the energy while you're reading is very essential. You have to do that. So that's what I will definitely do first before I use the cards. So when I tap in, right? When I tap in, I ask the angels to come in, and I ask them to deliver me the message that you would need to hear. So when that happens, it's kind of like hearing my own voice. It's almost, it's pretty much my own voice in my head, but I know the information is not coming from me, because really the people, who I read for, I don't know them from a can of paint, really. So, so I would tap in, and then I would just start getting downloads of information of, what these people need to hear. But besides hearing it in my head, I will also, look at the cards, and the angels will kind of outline certain things, for me. Like sometimes I can tell that your back is hurting or your legs are hurting, different parts of your body. Maybe you're doing something in particular with your hands, like signing a divorce. Certain areas on the card will be highlighted for me so I can deliver that message for you. So,
What do you mean when you tap in? Like, what does that mean for the viewers who are new to what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what does that mean? And like, how, in the sense of how can they themselves tap in?
Oh, that's a good question. So, personally, being psychic or having this intuition, this is something everyone has, something that everyone can do. So, basically how to start tapping in, if you want to take this path or see, how, spiritual or psychic you are, you want to start by clearing your pineal gland. Right, but your third eye, okay? So let's just say your third eye. So there's a lot of food that we eat. There's fluoride in our toothpaste, mouthwash. Fluoride definitely clogs that gland, your third eye. So you want to stay away from any toothpaste with fluoride. Definitely meditation works too. So meditation, you have to think about how many thoughts we take on every day. What we're thinking about, family, work, business. It's just so much. Then you have the government, everything that's going on.
That's thoughts that's not yours though.
Right. And most of these thoughts are not yours, like James just stated. And they just come from the, just living the everyday world. So, meditation definitely helps clear out all those unwanted thoughts, all those thoughts that you don't need. It helps you center your focus on what it is that you want. So meditation can clear that. Just eat in a certain type of way where you don't have all these chemicals in your food. So eating clean, making sure your third eye is clear by eliminating fluoride, and then meditation will all help you to tap in. Those are all ways where you can actually tap in. So when I tap in, I feel energy and spirits around me. So when I tap in, I'm just taking a deep breath. I'm releasing any energy. I'm kind of raising my frequency so the angels can come down and kind of speak to me. I don't want to say calm down because they're actually here now. So, they're always around you. And you have angels around you too. But I just want to say that this is not something that should be labeled or considered as abnormal. Because everyone be like,
It's actually pretty normal though.
It is pretty normal.
It's very normal.
Because I'm sure my viewers or the audience watching on live or listening, I'm sure you guys had a moment where you're like, you know what? Something told me. That's my favorite.
Something.
Right. That's my favorite line. Something told me. Okay, so what is that something? That's your intuition. So that's the same thing that I use when I read tarot cards. It's using my intuition. But, the more you tap in, the more you clear your energy, the more you become balanced, the more you're able to receive these messages, to get these downloads, and to tap in, right? So it has to be a conscious effort that you put forth in order to fully, gain this experience. So that's a little bit about tarot cards, and a little bit information about James and myself. So we definitely want to get into some readings, okay? Because I said to myself, you know what? Let me just bring tarot card readings to the forefront and do water signs, earth signs, air signs, and fire signs every time we have the show, okay? Because I want to let you know what's probably going to happen in your life or what's going on right now in your life. Or maybe, give you some type of awareness or some type of, closure. Whatever it is that the guides tell me that you need, I wanted to bring it to the forefront here. So I'm going to go ahead and get into some readings. But in the meantime, I have some angel cards here. And then I have my regular tarot card deck. So we're probably going to end up taking a break soon. I'm going to, shuffle these cards. I also want to just put out there that, for our season premiere, right, we're going to do free questions. So if you about that life, okay, and you want to call in,
All you gotta do is tap
if
in.
you about that life, okay, and
All
you
you
want
gotta
to
do is
call
tap
in to get a free reading, I don't care what it's about. It could be about career, love, finances, your marriage. You know, some people married for 20, 25 years, just a long time, and you just feel like maybe you're stagnant. Your energy might be stagnant, you know, in that particular
Or he or she
place.
might be stagnant.
Right.
Tap in.
So, yeah, so I want you guys to know that you can definitely call in to, you know, receive a free reading on me for our season premiere. Okay, so that number, correct me if I'm wrong, James, that number is 919-438-0323.
Yes, yes.
All right, so you guys heard it here first. If you want me to read what's going on in your life and what's happening, please call in to 919-438-0323. And in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and take a music break. And when we come back, I'm going to have my live readings for all zodiac signs. And you are tuned in to 105.1 Live, baby.
Great job.
Thank you. If you about that life.
About that life.
My birthday was yesterday, so what is my horoscope?
Are they hitting you up already?
Uh-huh.
We still live,
Call
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
to-
I stay live because it's just too much trying to redo a show, program, and retype in everything.
Can you call in to?
Why you want just text her, James. I know you, man. Chill, bro. I'm just messing. You did good though.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, y'all did real good, and the production was awesome. I was looking at it, and I'm just, we getting there.
Yeah.
That's you didn't ask me about my vision.
About your what?
My vision for the podcast. You skip right over it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got you when we come back. And then I'll go into the readings. Let me text Mal and let her know that we're gonna call her in an hour. Well, not hour, 20 minutes, my bad.
Now remember when you go back,
Uh-huh.
and we do that phone, and we just set it up over there.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get you ready now. That way, you gonna go talk to her at 4?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just
You
text
ain't
her.
gotta do nothing. All you gotta do is just set it up right there on it,
All
and
right.
then take care of the rest. Just kind of lean in there, boom. So then after that, you good. We ain't gotta do nothing else.
We're on a music break, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Tell them how to, make sure your listeners are still looking. So tell them how to, get in contact with you. So you got your
If you want a
contact
free
info.
reading, 919-438-0323. And how long do we have on the music break?
Huh?
How long do we have on a music break? Like how
I
many?
do 3 songs.
Okay, perfect.
It's like 10 minutes, 12
Alright.
minutes. And then you good. Unless you want to do 2 songs, or sometimes you want to do 1.
Let's see. I'm thinking.
Just 2 songs?
Yeah, I think 2. Yep.
So it'll be,
So by then I
we'll be back
can-
in like 4.5 minutes.
All right, perfect. So let me go ahead and shuffle some cards.
Allie, happy belated birthday.
Let's do fire size. Thank you, Haley. I love her. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. Oh, I haven't heard this song in a long time. Yes.
You know I got it.
Ding. All right, guys, we're going to start with fire signs. Archangel Michael, please come in. Archangel Michael, please come in. All right. Archangel Michael, please come in.
Man, that's like a classic song.
Yes, it is. It's classic music. Never gets old, right?
Never. Timeless. Timeless.
Yes, calmness.
All right, so we got 2.5 minutes. So we
All
got.
right. Archangel Michael, what do you have for Leo, Sag, Aries for this weekend? Today's the second and third. Archangel Michael, what messages do you have for Leo, Sag, Aries, and love? Leo, Sag, Aries. Leo, Sag, Aries, and love. Huh? Leo, Sag, Aries, fire sign. Fire signs. Fire signs and love. What do you have for January 2nd, January 3rd? Fire signs and love. Perfect. Guys, I can do a yes or no question if you want to call in for a yes or no question.
Call in or email.
Yes, it's that old Kanye. What y'all know about old Kanye?
Even brutal with it.
Right.
Is this the Kanye before he got woke?
Hmm?
Is this the Kanye that got before he got woke?
Yep. Well, I think he been woke, you know. I mean, before he went to sleep.
Right. Right. When he went to sleep.
Guys, we got live readings next. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're on a music break right now.
40 seconds.
Let's be nosy. Let's see what's going on. Got Archangel Michael here in the building with me.
Be sure to like, share, comment.
Absolutely.
Follow
Like,
the
share,
page.
comment.
15 seconds.
Stop
So
by.
for the people on my live here, the
This
music playing?
Yes.
Oh,
Well, they might be able to hear live, but I know if they listen to the radio station, they can hear it.
okay, perfect. Yes, yes, yes. You are now tuned in to 105.1 Live, and you're listening to Tarot Talk. Let us expand your consciousness and awareness. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I have already pulled some cards here for my fire signs, Leo, Sag, and Aries. So this is going to be your love reading from today, January 2nd, up until January 3rd. So I'm trying to get a little nosy and see what's going on with my fire signs. All right. So fire signs, the first card I pulled was the King of Pentacles, okay? So you might be dealing with this King of Pentacles. This person might be acting a little nonchalant. They might be, you know, maybe they're doing some things that you really don't agree with. Archangel Michael, why is the King of Pentacles here? All right, so the main thing you really want to focus on is a happy family, right? Happy family, success. You really want to focus on maybe your children being happy, but just overall, you know, the Ten of Cups is manifesting and bringing into reality all the things that you want and dream of, okay? So, you know, maybe some things that's happening right now with this King of Pentacles that you're not too fond of, okay? Because you really just want success, okay? You want success in a relationship. You want success in love. Why is there Three of Cups here, Archangel Michael? Why is there Three of Cups here? Okay, so I kind of feel the energy of a third-party situation, okay? Ooh. So third-party situation, right? So that means three people are involved. So you can have someone else on the side. Maybe they have someone else on the side. But, you know, I just kind of feel like this person is nonchalant, this King of Pentacles. So you're probably thinking like, you know what? I don't even need to take all this BS or hear this BS from you because I already got someone else on the side. So, you know, if you want to act like it's your way or the highway, then do sis, okay? Because I have a side chick or, you know, a side man. So, and I feel like you're walking away from a third party situation, okay? So maybe you're now realizing that this is not the ideal situation for you, okay? So the next card here is the Three of Wands. So with the Three of Wands, you're just taking a step back at life, just looking, trying to understand where you're at right now. And just like, what choices am I going to make? What goals do I have to set? Where do I want to be as far as love in a relationship? Do I want to entertain this person, or do I want to entertain my side piece? So you're just trying to really understand where you're headed right now as far as love and life. Okay, and with that choice, look, you are walking away from a situation. So for some of my fire signs, you could be moving, maybe preparing to move, and then some of you guys are just deciding to leave this King of Pentacles behind. So you are leaving a situation behind. And you know what? Before you actually leave this situation behind, my fire signs is feisty. So you are definitely, with the Page of Swords, you're putting down your foot. You are standing up for what you believe in. You're not hearing no BS. You like, listen, it's the new year. So I'm telling you up front, this is what's going to happen, and this is not what's going to happen, and this is what I'm going to accept, and this is not what I'm going to accept, okay? So you're putting your foot down, believing standing up for what you believe in, okay? And you're not trying to hear any more BS. But it does look like a love offer is coming in, okay? So, is this love offer coming in from a different person or the same person? Let's clarify this card, because, I did see third party, so maybe you left one person for another person. Why is the Knight of Cups here? Archangel Michael, the Knight of Cups. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that this is the same person. So this person, trying to come back to make you a love offer, okay? For some of you, it's the same person. For some of you, it's different. Now, you're stagnant in your energy. You're stuck and you're stagnant in your energy right now. You're not, emotionally, physically, mentally, you're not too sure if you want to move forward or not, okay? After you put your foot down, and after you had to stand up for what you believe in, and this person coming back trying to make you a love offer, you like, let me have some time to process my feelings, okay, and my emotions. Like, how am I supposed to just jump back into something or believe what you're telling me if I feel a certain type of way? So I feel like you just want to take some time to process how you're feeling, because right now you're stagnant. You're not too sure what to do. But I do feel like, with the Six of Pentacles, you are focused right now on basically, having balance with your finances. Maybe you want enough money to provide for your family, your friends, but mainly, yourself and your lifestyle. So you're trying to definitely balance that out. But I do see with the Tower card, the universe is coming in to bring you new beginnings. Okay, so the universe might be coming in to end this situation with you and this particular person, okay? But a lot of people think the Tower card is bad. It is not bad, because what you have to realize is, in order to receive new blessings, new abundance, more love and light, from God and the universe, they have to see that your vessel is clear. So if your vessel is not clear, you're still dealing with people who should have been cut off a long time ago, and you're still dealing with the same energy that's harboring your vessel and taking over your energy, then the universe can't bring you new blessings in abundance, because basically you already have something that's taking up that space. So sometimes with the Tower card, well, not sometimes, all the time, this is going to let you know that the universe is purposely coming in to put you on a different path so you could get that abundance and those blessings, okay? And definitely with the Queen of Wands, that's what you're looking at. You're looking at a different path. You're looking at the future, trying to, ask yourself, is this really what I want for the new year? Is this really what I want for my future when it comes to love and in my life, okay? Because this person here has the devil energy. Now, this is not, bad, like, oh my God, no, it's the devil. This is just a lower energy, and lower energy can be caused by multiple things, okay? So in particular, you might be arguing with this person. You guys might be disagreeing back and forth. There's something about this person in this situation that is lowering your energy and your vibrations, right? So, however, but you are still connected to this person, either connected by marriage, connected by children. You still have a connection to them. So it's not hard. Well, it's not easy for you. It's kind of hard to just stop dealing with them because, you know, especially if you have, for an example, your child's mom, right, or child's father who's causing you low vibrational energy. It's not like you can just stop talking to them, right, because you're still connected to them and you have to still deal with them. So this is the situation like that, and that was just an example. I do see here with the Two of Cups that this person came into your life as a soulmate. Now, soulmates are not always come into your life, you know, to offer you blessings in abundance. Yes, that's possible. Yes, soulmates can, you know, last for a lifetime, but sometimes it just means that they're coming in to teach your soul a lesson of love, and those lessons are really important. So this person is coming in to teach you a soul lesson. And, you know, initially when you first met this person with the Page of Cups, you really just felt like, you know, wow, this person has everything I want. I'm really looking forward to this relationship with them. But now it's just like, wow, you kind of hit me with the okie dokie. Like, I really thought you really had me fooled. So it's some qualities and some characteristics about this person, or maybe some actions, you know, from this person that really just made you like, you know what? You've changed. You did a whole 360, a whole 180, and you really flipped the script and you changed. So a lot of people are feeling like that, my fire signs. But guess what? You're the Empress, okay? You're the Empress. So pretty much, you know, you want to be at a point right now in your life, especially for the new year, where you're like, listen, I just want my finances to be good. I want to be in a nice, healthy, happy space, like consciously, subconsciously. You know, you want your finances, your family life, and your personal life just to be aligned in a certain type of way. The Empress kind of engulfs empowerment and determination and beauty and happiness, okay? So that's what you're striving for, definitely. So this is going to happen between today and tomorrow. This is for my fire signs, Leo, Sag, Aries. I really do hope that the reading did resonate for you. And again, you know, we only have 10 more minutes. If you want to call in for a free reading, that number is 918-438-0323. And we're going to move on to the next sign. All right. So for my people that is watching on Facebook, if you guys want me to do your particular sign, then comment below. But until then, let's move on to earth signs. So earth signs, we're going to do Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and love. Oh, this should be fun. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and love for January 2nd to January 3rd. So I'm going to go here and shuffle the cards. Archangel Michael, please tell me, what does my earth signs need to know? Earth signs in love, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Let's see what messages we have for my earth signs. And guys, we're getting ready for our special guest shortly. So I'm going to try to do these as quick as possible while giving you a thorough message. Earth signs in love. All right, earth signs. You guys got a lot going on. There's something definitely in love that you're thinking about. Something that is heavy on your mental, right? You're thinking about it during the day and at night. Now, let's see. Why is the Nine of Swords here? You might have heard some information from somebody, like a childhood friend or someone who you've been dealing with, or maybe just, you know, a regular friend, family member. But somebody probably is trying to calm your nerves, like, don't, you know, babe, I really want to be with you. Like, I really love you. I really want to be with you. You know, I feel like someone is telling you these things, but it's kind of going in one ear and out the other, right? And then it's heavy on your mental state as well, okay? Because this person came in to make you a love offer with the Knight of Pentacles, but this is kind of like a half-assed love offer. I'm sorry to say that, but a half-assed love offer is just someone who probably doesn't have, you know, all the qualities and characteristics that you want in a person, but, you know, but it's just like, you know, you're not my first pick, but, you know, I might give you a chance. So it's like a half-assed love offer, and then, you know, where they're coming from, it's not wholeheartedly felt either. So with this love offer coming in, and they're just like, you know, listen, I'm going to treat you right this time, or, you know, it's me, baby, like, let me back in type of thing. You just like, Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. But it's kind of heavy on your mind and your mental state. So you are kind of just, trying to imagine or picture if you're going to, be with this person in the future, if you can see yourself with them. Because you're coming from this place where you have an open heart. You have this willingness and you have this energy to have a successful type of relationship, right? And also I pulled the Empress here as well for my earth sign. So, you want to be, for the new year, you want to be in this new energy, this new embodiment of who you are, digging a little deeper, trying to find that connection with who you are and what you have to offer to the world, okay? So you have this energy, you're trying to move forward. The universe is actually saying, hey, use your intuition, okay? With the moon card, this also symbolizes Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So some of you earth signs could be dating a water sign. But if you're not, it just means to use your intuition, okay? Because the universe is definitely saying that you have the power within you. You, as the high priestess, you are aware, you have that knowledge within you. You have to balance out the negative and the positive. Sometimes, when it comes to lovers or relationships, we got to make a list, right? Make a list about, hey, what is this person doing to me or doing for me that is positive, So you have your takeaways and you have your gains, right, in a relationship. So that's what the universe wants you to do this time around, have a talk with yourself, meditate, take some time out to really see if this person is really fit for you, okay? So next we have the King of Cups. So you're definitely dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Now it could be any sign for that matter, but this water sign energy did come back up. So this person is kind of upset. Maybe they're upset because their lives not working no more. Maybe they're upset because you're at a different place right now in your life and you don't want to entertain them anymore. It could be lack of communication here. Okay, so this means maybe that you're not texting them or calling them or spending time with them as much as you used to when you guys go through this phase. Okay, I'm going to pull just 2 more cards here. Oh, okay, that's nice. So a lot of you guys should just really focus on your money, maybe working a lot of overtime, just really get into the bag, okay? A lot of people is getting to the bag, and I definitely respect that. And I see here, that money is definitely helping you fuel yourself as the Empress, as having your finances aligned and helping out your family and your personal life. So that money is definitely helping you. With the Ace of Pentacles, wow. Look at this card. This is stability and prosperity. Stability and prosperity coming in. So this is a new car. Could be a new house, a new apartment. Definitely blessings and abundance coming down from the universe. So this is a new job, a promotion, a raise, more finances. It could be, for all my business people, new business opportunities. It's going to take you to the next level, okay? So this is something that you definitely have this is something that you could be looking forward to for sure between now and tomorrow, January 2nd, January 3rd. And that is for my earth signs. So you guys, let's go ahead and get into another break. When we come back, I'm going to do water signs, and then we also have my air signs, and then we're going to go into our special guest. You are now tuned in to 105.1 Live.
Good job, man.
Thanks, babe. Thank you. Okay, my guest says she ready.
Okay. I'm over here taking notes.
You are? Okay.
Don't get all quiet on me, Jay. You look kind of quiet today.
I'm taking notes. So
You getting ready? Okay, I got you.
you gotta be attentive listener when it comes to her reading, so I can
Say yes, you can give good notes. That's right. You can't.
give some feedback. So when you're done doing air, when you're done doing water and air, do you want me to let you know what I...
Well, I think we're going to come back to it because I want to make sure the mic is good before, while we're on break. So I'm about to call Madeline right now, and then we can get back into those two.
Okay.
And your messages.
No, you good on the mic. Yeah, you good. I got you.
Okay.
Just make sure it's all your volume is all the way up.
Okay.
And then it's turned upside down so the speaker is closer to the mic.
Okay.
So we're good. Don't worry about these things that are popping up.
It's good.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
I didn't recognize the number.
Right, so I definitely called her. I definitely called her from my cell phone. That's why I was gonna call from the Google Voice number. Let me just copy her number.
Hey, you got 4 views on your page.
We about to get ready for our special guest, guys.
Wait till you start sharing the show and stuff. That's when it's really gonna get down. Okay. Okay, this way.
So you gonna go to the special guest, then come back and finish the 2.
Yep. So her interview is probably not gonna quite be an hour, but it'll be close.
Oh, I remember that video. Shoot, man.
Hey, so we're on a music break right now. So I'm just gonna have you on standby until we come back.
Okay.
Yep. So, you know what? This Google Voice number, I'm not getting that much. It doesn't sound, really clear. So can I call you from my actual cell phone?
That would be great.
Sure.
Okay.
And I'll answer.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, because it sounds kind of
Sometimes
fugazi.
look, it ain't even you though. It
Bye.
ain't you.
Hey, yeah, that's much
That
more
sounds a lot
clear.
better.
Yeah, that's way better.
Great.
All
Hey,
right,
man,
so James said hi. So we're just on a music break right now.
Okay.
So let me move my laptop. 1 second.
I pretty much just worked on having the questions. So I feel pretty ready. I'm excited. It's fun.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Well, you did say this is what's gonna happen.
Did I said this was gonna happen?
Yeah, during our last reading.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, I kind of forgot this part again. One of the questions on your list of questions was, what was it in your chart that made me know you guys were going to be catalyzers or changing the world, basically. And I am reminded, as do I, so I'm excited to answer the questions.
Yay! That's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know when we're tuning back in.
Okay.
Get her.
And it's live, right? We're live.
Yes, we're live. Yep.
Sure, I thought so.
2.5 minutes.
We have 2.5 minutes to go until we're live again.
Okay.
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, she's good.
I'm recording it on my little device here, and I was going to ask you afterwards if it's okay to post some of it on my media.
Oh
Absolutely,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, cool, great, exciting, fun. I love to have stuff to post, it's fun.
Yeah, for sure. That the more exposure, the better.
Yeah.
We're here to change the world.
That's right, we got to change the world, you're right.
Absolutely. I'm just pulling up the questions here.
Yeah, and Vanessa has a stellium in Aquarius, so that is how we're changing the world, through social media. The sign of Aquarius represents social media, the 11th house of astrology, which is astrology, but also getting out into the public through social media. That's how the world was changed 500 years ago.
Wow.
We can talk about all that on the show.
That's awesome. We're going to get into all that for sure. Because we have some time for these questions, so I just want to dig a little deep here for my viewers.
Yes.
I wonder if they can see me still if I clicked on a different page.
Yeah,
You can still see me?
because I'm seeing that from our page, the Tarot Talk page. But I could go to your page and see your video as well.
If you go to my page right now, could you still see me? Because I'm on a different page.
I go to Vanessa now.
Yeah. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We have a live special guest, Madeline Parker. We're
Did you
not
pause
live
it?
right now.
Did you
We're-
pause it? Did you pause your video?
No.
50 seconds.
Okay, we have 50 seconds till we're live. Could you see me?
Yeah.
No, what about now?
You just fixed your hair.
Okay, keep watching. Do you still see me?
Talking to her. You looked at me.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, you can still? Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure if I click on another page that they can still see me. Hi guys, thanks so much for tuning in to Tarot Talk. We're about to be live right now in a couple seconds.
You got exactly 10 seconds.
All right. All right, guys, welcome back to 105.1 Live, and this is Tarot Talk. And now we have our special guest, Miss Madeline Parker. I am so excited because James and I actually work with her personally for our own healing sessions. And Madeline Parker, you know, she's a tarot card reader, she's an astrologist, and she's a healer as well. So
She's
we're gonna
dope.
She's super dope.
She's dope.
So we're gonna get into a little questions here about, you know, what is she actually bringing to the table and what she thinks about her spiritual path. So, Miss Madeline Parker, are you there on the line? Could you hear us?
Hi, Vanessa. How are you today?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you so much for joining us here on Tarot Talk. So let's go ahead and get on. I'm sorry. She's so sweet, guys. Let's go ahead and just get into the interview. So, where are you from?
Well, that's an interesting question because I have to answer this in a very strange way and say that really I'm just from planet Earth because as a child I was the daughter of a diplomat and we traveled the entire world.
Wow.
Yeah, he was an American diplomat, so we were American, but I never lived in America until I was in my early 20s. I didn't move here until then. But until then, I lived in, every 2 years we moved countries. I went to boarding school in England, so I was traveling every 2 months. So I've been a nomad, and I've always had a really hard time answering that question.
Wow. That's super nice, traveling. You know, that's something that I really want to do as well.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Fantastic.
So we want to know, because you have so much that you bring to the table and you're so amazing. So I just would like to know, and for our viewers and our audience, so how did you get into your spiritual path as a tarot card reader, a healer, and astrologer?
Sure. Well, the more I learn in astrology and the more charts I pull on people, the more I really see that some people really are born with these abilities, with psychic sort of sixth sense, as it were. And I knew I had some connection with spirit my whole life. I was very spooked. I was very scared as a kid. And then when I was about 20, I was in college, and I couldn't focus on my work because I was getting a lot of psychic activity. So I went to see a psychiatrist. I wanted medication to shut it down. I didn't know I was psychic. I mean, I had a lot of experiences, but I didn't know what to say. I actually thought maybe I was a little bit crazy, and my dad always didn't. My family didn't believe in it. So I just kept it to myself. I thought I was a little bit crazy. But the psychiatrist said I had he diagnosed me with a sixth sense and would not give me medication. So
Wow.
so then I realized I was seeing the 5D, I have 5D vision, and then the psychiatrist told me to use it as a way to help people, a spirit, and then I just sort of help family and friends with spirit guides, and their past loved ones would come to visit me and try to pass
Wow.
me. Yeah, so I've always been psychically active. And then in about 2007, I had a major Pluto transit on my sun, and I was going through a divorce and a complete life change. And I grabbed the tarot deck for my own emotional stability. I said, I've got to find something to get me through this. I grabbed my first deck of tarot. My grandmother and my mother had always read cards, but using normal playing decks, so it wasn't something I was afraid of at all. And it just hit like my life changed at that point. I understood things so much more clear. And then my friends asked me to do reads for them, and I channeled a specific grid, which I actually teach in workshops, which really help you get very specific and understand the cards. I think so it gives a really strong foundation, and you can really. I'm very accurate with this grid. So anyway, I channeled this grid and I started doing reads for friends. My friends started passing my name around. I ended up starting to charge because I was trying to look for my career at this point, how I was going to work. And while I was doing that, I was getting paid to do tarot card reads.
Wow. Wow, that's so super exciting. So you would say that this actually runs in your family?
Yes, it does. My grandmother, it turns out, she never told people this. She kept it a secret.
Mm-hmm.
She was a tarot card reader in the war for all her wives, friends. Her husband was a naval officer, and she would read for all the women, and she would get paid for it.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, even my family, I think in my family we all have certain powers or certain things that we, bring to the spiritual realm. But, family members are afraid to step into that path. So I could definitely, agree with that and understand where you're coming from when it comes to that. So why would you say, regarding the time that we're living in right now and everything that everyone is going through and feeling, why would you say healing sessions are important, and what do you actually do in healing sessions?
Okay, yes, I'm glad you're asking. It's important for people to understand this because the people that are here as healers, and I can see it in their charts, they have a lot of water and earth in their chart. What that means is they have a very magnetic, you're not really the healer. What you are is a vessel that receives the healing energy. So what I really am is a vessel, and because I have water, very strong water, and earth, very receptive, I'm very feminine, that's what your psychics are. They are the ones, usually I find women like me having a lot of planets in their sixth house, and a lot of water in their chart, and what they are magnetic forces that pull in the divine light through which we then the light to others. So it's kind of like, I'm just a conduit, and I just become my dad because I was around people who were sick, and I could feel my hand getting very hot, and I could feel a calling to put my hand where they were sick, and I could feel their warmth, they could feel my hand, and so I just ended up starting to do it, and I do it in meditations, and I just started working with the light energy that way, and it just sort of happened,
Right, yeah.
That's interesting you feel that way, because I feel the same way when I do massages.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get spirit push, especially if you have water in your chart. You're going to be very sensitive to spirit. You get pushed. You get moved, as it were. Because the water is very absorbent of the light energy, the electric energy. It attracts it.
Absolutely. So, before we move on to the next question, I just want you to kind of touch base on what are kind of the things that you're seeing a lot of people dealing with when it comes to them needing to heal. Like, what kind of trauma could lead someone to a healing session?
Well, a lot of us that have come in this life generation, as it were, this era, have come. We're leaving a very dark era in the scheme of cycles in the existence of our reality, the world, the earth, the universe. There is a cycle of light era and dark era. So we've come through thousands of years of being in the dark era where there was fighting and war. What that means is it's been masculine energy lead, and the universe has been can only support one energy in initiation at a time. So it has to take turns. It has to go in cycles. At the end of the masculine lead, it drops into its lower frequency energies of fear, greed, domination, invasion, all these kind of scary. That's the frightened male energy. So as we leave one era, and we're now moving into the other era, which is the feminine initiation lead, right? The universe works. So I can get really deep on this, but we're shifting. Even the polarities in the planet are shifting from negative to receptive lead. So what does that mean is that we now have to initiate manifestation through feminine lead. And because of the shift occurring right now, a lot of light workers, a lot of twin flames, a lot of spiritualists are really having to come forward and raise the frequency of the mass consciousness, because when the frequency of the mass consciousness is raised, we leave the fewer denser energies and we can materialize a better transitional experience.
Wow.
That's deep.
That's very deep. That's awesome. Thank you so much for going into that. Yes, if you want to add more, please do.
That we all come in this life with some karma from these past scary lives, where we all had to be in wars in our past lives. We all had to survive, and then so we all bring sort of karmic baggage. So in this, we have to clear this lower density frequency, shame, all this stuff as fast as we can, which is why we've had all these planets in Capricorn so that we can elevate to this new higher frequency. We're going to shift into positive feminine energy, which is a much higher frequency. So we've had to drop karma that we have from our past lives. So that's why we've had struggles. A lot of this has been about that. So so what we really need, the faster you heal and you light work, displacing your dark energy in your own soul body, and then you raise. So the more you leave your frightened energies, your stress, your anticipation of lack, the more you raise, the more you're going to create a more abundant experience for yourself, which is what the more abundant people we have, the better, more abundant world we're going to have.
Right, absolutely. So in order to raise your frequency, you're saying it's very important for you to heal your traumas. Is that correct? Yes. Okay.
You've got two things. You've got a masculine energy within you, and you've got a feminine energy within you. You have to raise the frequency of your inner feminine, which means you have to raise her emotional vibration, which means you have to heal any wounding that lowers her frequency, right? So you've got past wounding, you've got this life wounding, that once you heal her, she then rises her frequency, she's in her positive frequency, and then the masculine energy within you is our perceptions in our mind. We have to raise the frequency of our mind. We have to have positive thoughts. We have to raise perceptions. So both of them within us have to raise their frequency. Some people do a lot of law of attraction, they do a lot of mental work, but they don't realize that their inner feminine is wounded and is blocking their materialization. So the healing work is going to raise her frequency, put her into her positive feminine. And then you've got the dual forces in their positive frequency working together, which causes a rapid expansion of abundance.
Wow.
That all makes sense, though.
Yes.
I mean, if you look at how the world was in society with men disrespecting women and men not holding their women or their counterparts with love, kind, caring, affectionate. It played a big part in how the world is now. So all that makes sense.
Absolutely. So I do want to ask, how long have you actually been on your spiritual journey?
Well, I that's a really interesting question, and I have to say it was meeting my twin flame would be the period at which I was really catalyzed into. I mean, I've always been very aware, obviously psychically sensitive to spirit, but in a way, not very aware. It's hard to explain, but meeting my twin flame in 2012 was when I really learned that there's like a physical reality to this.
Right.
It's real. It's like it's hard to explain. It really shifted my whole perception about it and my purpose here and what I'm here for. Catalyzed my spiritual growth in the sense that I had to do a lot of wounding healing. It revealed the wounding still in my psyche body, in my feminine energies. So it launched me into a massive exploration of all of this, And I discovered through channelings about the dual energies, that my twin flame was my opposing opposite dual energetic match. And so I just became sort of passionate explorer of all this, and that's what really officially I would say catalyzed my journey.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what ups and downs, this is a great question. What ups and downs have you experienced on this spiritual journey? This is very, very important to me.
Yes. The thing that happens when you get on your spiritual journey, especially when you start studying your own chart and astrology, is you see your potential. You see your higher potential. You see the reason your little seed was planted here on this planet, and you have a choice to live the scared little version of you or a big brave version of you, right? So you launch out to live your big brave version of you, and guess what you come across? Your deepest fears. So it's a paradox, because on one level you're putting faith in the divine, and then the universe is testing you and says, oh really, do you really have faith in the divine? Let's see. You're up at the edge of your fear zone, and with that we are here to conquer our fears. So you're embracing your fear, but at the same time you're living in it, and so you have to up your spiritual practices to balance out of your fears. It motivates you to become more of a spiritual practitioner when you go up against your fears.
Yes.
So spiritual journey is sort of paradoxical, but you live a much more vibrantly exciting, fulfilled. When you live your Jupiter, you feel really fulfilled. Your life becomes like adventure, more so. Sometimes really scary,
Wow, that's amazing, because being that I stepped into my path and I just, hey, let me order some tarot cards from Amazon and let me just start doing free readings for friends and family, not really knowing, the definitions of the cards. But, every time I do a reading, I get that impactful feedback. And it's just like, wow, you really changed my life. Or how did you know that? And thank you so much for telling me not to cheat on my husband. Different things like that. So it's really impactful, the messages and feedback that I get back. However, it's still a internal struggle a little bit with the confidence. So, that's definitely something that I have to work on. So, that's something that I struggle with. Yeah, for sure.
When you've done it as long, I've done it since '07, and what happens is you get so many people confirming. You see so many people going to union and get married from reads that you've done, that you become more and more confident as time goes. And then because people will argue your read. The thing about tarot is it wants to help you materialize your highest best destiny, the best version of you, and have a breakthrough limited minds. So you're working with people that have fixed minds about things, and the by their life isn't expanding to the degree that they desire because their mind has a fixed opinion. So the cards are always trying to shatter people's minds. So you are trying to sort of help people expand their thinking,
Yes, definitely. On many different levels. So, I'm just curious to know, where's humanity headed right now in the years to come as far as the age of the Aquarius and the divine feminine?
Well, this is exciting. You're asking this question because your chart has so much Aquarius in it. You have an Aquarian stellium. You've got so many planets in Aquarius. So we are in the age of the feminine. And it's interesting, but it's going to be the opposite, right? We're doing polarity. The world has been run by white men for thousands of years. The polarity is the black indigenous feminine. She's the new leader. She's the woman. He's white, she's black, and she's now the new force in the universe. That is the energy that is supported. So I look at a woman like you and I just go, we're headed your way.
Wow, that's super exciting. And I know, with movies like what is it, Wonder Woman 1984 that just came out, you can see the media kind of pushing, feminine energy through these movies. Absolutely. So yeah, so that's definitely a good point that you're making with that. So with the age of the Aquarius, that's the age of information and things coming to the forefront. Is that correct?
Yep. We're going to have probably a renaissance here in March coming up, really massive. We've got like a stellium. We've got 5 planets in the sign of Aquarius. They're all going to be hitting your planets, Vanessa. Your life is just going to go boom.
Ooh, I got you.
In tarot, the sign of Aquarius is the star card, where it's like out of the blue, boom, expansion, rapid technological expansions that change the world. That's what happened. The Gutenberg printing press was invented during a similar transit, and all of a sudden, information got around really quickly about corruption or other things that brought down the Catholic Church, or made the Catholic Church less a runner of the establishment, as it were. Anyway, so these changes, the Aquarian is the age of social reform, and you could call it another hippie revolution type time, but really what's happening is, because astrology has been and divination has been repressed, people are waking up to the power of divination. So people are finding their own sovereignty. People are waking up to them having the power to be manifestors, and that they're not reliant on external sources, that they have all you have to do is balance your energies and you can experience massive abundance. So that's kind of, and so it's also the sign of financial emancipation. So you're looking at people becoming you're going to see a breakdown of the division. You're going to see more galvanizing of people. It's a beautiful era. It's going to be fantastic. You're not going to see as much division, political division. It's a galvanizing period. Aquarius is the sign of the people coming together on a commonly guided, because it's the 11th house in astrology. 11 is two souls in alignment headed towards the divine. So if everyone's in alignment with their higher selves and their higher vibrational minds, their positive frequencies, spirit guided, everything goes the right way. So there's this unity of everyone being higher guided, which which then pulls everyone into a very, very abundant, thriving time. Very rapidly, because it's going to happen rapidly, because when you have more people on the planet, you get, when everybody activates their spirit calling, their higher callings, which is what astrology does, it activates your higher calling, the big version of you, you then get instant shifting in the world.
Wow. I like what you just said right there, that astrology activates your higher calling.
Yeah.
Wow, that's so amazing. That's amazing. I love that statement. And speaking of astrology, that's perfect, because I want people to kind of know or get more information about birth charts. So what are birth charts and why are they important?
Okay, well, birth charts are literally your fingerprint. It's your own individual timestamp of the minute that you were born. And so throughout your life, you're going to get triggered and hit by all these planets. Your fate, your destiny is going to be triggering these parts of your chart. So when you learn to work with your astrology and the current energies, you start to flow, you understand how to get through the tough times, you know it's around the corner, you know pretty soon, you can tell when there's a transit that if there's an interview and it happens that you're probably going to be at this job for 29 years. It happens that in return, So it's kind of like you just get what's going on. Honestly, in my opinion, astrology is the real news. So you know yourself, you're there, you can look at it, you can see you've got Venus in your 8th house, you know what that means, you got to let go of relationships, you got to learn to let go of certain things.
Amen.
Your spirit journey, so you can't get enough information out of it for you. It's literally the divine working to help you, so that you don't struggle and suffer as much. It's a spiritual guidance.
Spiritual guidance. So, in your opinion, everyone should be getting their birth chart done.
Oh, I believe so.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. You've got to know who you are. It's what you're here for, and where and that's what it does. And then if you got your kind of planets and you got 0 degrees in Jupiter, you guys are going to get out there in the world and be spiritual leaders.
Speaking of that, what does
Yeah, go ahead.
what can you say about our chart?
Yeah.
A short condensed version.
Sorry, say that again.
A short condensed version of me and Vanessa's chart.
Yeah, sure. Well, from what I could tell, I saw twin flame. You got MCs. You got some you have very detailed conjunctions that is changeable by a minute in your birth. So that when you get that kind of a direct hit on an MC, and I can't remember what it was. Either it was a MC and a Jupiter conjunction. Well, one of yours MCs and one of your Jupiters conjunct, which is really commission. Super duper, right? And then you've got, both of you guys have 0 degrees in Jupiter, and one of you has exalted Jupiter in Cancer. I think that's you.
Yes, that's me.
Vanessa.
Yeah. And when you get, I do a lot of 0 degree charts, but we're going to get a lot of 0 degree charts right now because we got a mass change of the world. 0 degrees means you're going to change the world. It means you're going to initiate something you're going to do something that's never been done. You're going to create a new path.
Wow.
And you have 0 degrees in Aries, and that's like double. Like Aries is the initiation sign in the zodiac, so you're going to initiate a movement. You're going to start a path. You're going to be path breakers, and you're going to pave the way, as it were. You're the leaders that are going to come forth and create higher consciousness. It's in the sign of Jupiter. It's also very, very benefic, very abundant, very expansive. It's a very benefic planet. 0 degrees in that, you're going to get universal support to create some kind of significant change in the realm of higher consciousness.
Wow, that's so awesome. And I definitely think with this radio show, us doing Tarot Talk, we're right in alignment with our mission. So,
I feel confident about it. You're on the right path because you just planted right stamp on your chart.
Right. Absolutely. So you can't go wrong because, the proof is in the pudding, as they say. So thank you so much, Madeline. Hang tight for me. We're going to go ahead and get into a music break, and we'll be right back. You're tuned into 105.1 Live.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm still here. That was awesome. I just wanted to take a quick break because it's approaching 4:30. We're probably going to wrap up around 4:45, and then I'll say the final remarks. So we still have, let's see, questions 8 to 12. So hopefully we can do that between 4:30 and 4:45. And then James and I will just wrap up the show after that. But thank you so much for tuning in. I wish, for doing the interview, I wish you were able to be here in person, but.
Next time, absolutely.
That would be fun.
Yes, that would be fun.
Where are you? You're
In North Carolina.
Oh, no, that's right. North Carolina. Yeah, that's right. It's so fun right now that we all
And we are doing an interview right now with Madeline Parker. So she can just, tell us give us some more information about what it is that she does and her spiritual path, so on and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and pick it right back up again. So let's see. What are some highlights or important things that you have learned on this journey?
Well, that we have a choice to be in alignment or not, to be conscious of. With tarot card reading, it really is striving to put you in alignment. The more in alignment you are, which means your masculine and your inner masculine, your inner heart energy, inner water, inner love energy, like we were just talking about in the break. Your heart is your divine guidance. Your heart is your intuition. Your inner self knows. Your soul is guided. But your head, the problem we all suffer from on this planet is being guided by our heads, thinking, making choices out of our head space, not our heart space. When we go into feminine energetic link, you have to leave heart space, which means you initiate from your desire, what you're calling, what you're guided from your higher self, not your head space, which is male energy, which is mostly frightened male energy, which is I want to create security and make secure-based choices. So what tarot card wants to do is align your head with your heart, so that your head and your choices and your planning, which is masculine, are supporting your intuitive guided, higher guided decision, so that you are making higher guided choices. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes a lot of sense.
So what the universe is trying to help us, so we don't have such a hard time down here, is to help us align our choices in alignment with our heart, which then aligns us with the universe, because our heart is guided by the universe. So to then be as guided to align with the actual natural rhythm and flow of the universe. And then we have more abundant experience.
That sounds like a mind, body, and soul connection there.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely does.
I said that sounds like a mind, body, and soul connection there.
That's right. Absolutely. Exactly. That chakra thing is important too, like what you're saying. I mean, exactly right. To keep the chi, the universal life force flowing through you, so you're guided by, you then align with the universal life force.
Wow,
And,
that's awesome. So you did mention chakras. So if you can briefly just tell us why aligning your chakras are important, and not really, you can go into, what each chakra represents, but could you touch base on chakras?
Sure. So the universe, everything as above, so below, as within, everything micro and macro, right? So if we go macro, the dimensions, each dimension represents a chakra. Each dimension represents a layer, a level of physical materialization from the higher realms to the material realms. So we start in the 7th dimension, which is God, or the divine light, whatever you want to call it. That is also your crown. That's your 7th chakra. Then we go down to the 6th dimension, which is your 3rd eye chakra, which is the vision. You're sent visions via that. And each one of these dimensions has an invisible cord that links to each one of your chakras. Now, if you have chakra blockage, that's how the level of materialization occurs, is through these layers from less density into more density, into the 3rd dimension, which is our lower chakras, which are where most of our fears are kind of stored in our body. But anyway, so when you clear each individual chakra, what you're doing is you're allowing the layers of materialization and the pathways of the energetic levels of materialization to occur. So our chakras are blocking that dimension from materializing through us. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, it definitely does make sense. Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you would definitely recommend everyone getting their chakras aligned.
Great. That's so funny. Like, go to the tune-up. Go get a tune-up. Yes. Well, what's funny is when I do these, because I do them for people in meditations online and stuff, and I get really empowered, because once you clear your solar plexus, you develop better self-esteem,
Yes,
better
you do.
Yeah, and when you're doing these meditations for other people, I'm getting it too.
Right.
Yeah.
That's definitely something that I've learned as well through my tarot card readings. Like, our angels and our guides will actually have the same message that you have for somebody else for yourself. So by doing your spiritual work, you are also receiving, that abundance and that those downloads that you need to help guide your own self in your life. So That's pretty amazing. So talking about your spiritual path, what were you doing before your spiritual path? Like, were you ever doing working a normal job, or what were you doing before this?
Well, I ran an art gallery for a while. I was very interested in art. I still am. Yeah, and I realized art and tarot is a strong connection there. It's like very cool. But I mostly was a housewife. I had kids, and I was running a house, and I renovated a house, and I used to rent it out for film shoots, and I just kind of like, I'm a bit of a nomadic kind of earner. I kind of just like grad projects here and then. I didn't really have my career. I wasn't really aligned with a true career and a passion until I really started doing tarot and then studying astrology, and then I studied my chart, and I discovered I ought to be an astrologist. So
Right.
So it was kind of funny. So I just kind of did odd things. I wasn't really career centric, as it were. I mostly raised my kids.
Wow. Okay. So do you feel more connected now that you actually are on your mission and doing your spiritual path?
Oh yeah, it's like life is so fulfilling. I wasn't that happy until now. I feel I'm excited every day. It's like I'm excited. Life is, you feel fulfilled. Like the emptiness that a lot of people experience in their lives is simply that not living their Jupiter. And when you live your Jupiter, you just feel in alignment with who you are, and then you're serving and you're seeing that you're actually helping the world, and it's the best thing. It feels great.
Yes, it does. It definitely
Yes,
feels
absolutely.
great. Definitely does. Every time I do a reading, I get that feeling. So what could you tell us, Madeline, about manifestation, and what have you manifested in your life?
Sure. Well, now because we are shifting into the feminine energetic lead to manifest, you want to initiate first feminine, which is what I do. I actually designed a book that I sell to a lot of people that I work with, and it was how to go feminine, which means it's actually the way the Native Americans did it, which is you call it, and you work with spirit energy. It's like you're talking to spirit. You can see the feminine energy. She works with spirit energy, and then you describe it. You say, Spirit, we'd like to invite in. Like every time I want an apartment, because I've been very nomadic again. It's kind of it's in my chart. You're on with the house. Anyway, I just got distracted. Sorry.
No, manifestation. You were talking about an apartment you were manifesting?
Right. So now what I do is I call, and I can stop. There was a fire near my land last summer. I called for. You call. What you do is you do really direct. You call for the leaves to sparkle again, and the air to. You can smell the water in the air, and there's mud on my feet. I can hear the sound of rain on the leaves on the trees. You describe it, and you do that. You're giving spirit exact permission on exactly how to materialize what you want. The spirit is ready to work with you and give you what you want, but you have to tell them what you want.
Right.
So that's a mixture between prayer, law of attraction, but it's sort of the way the natives did it, and they're very, very descriptive, and by describing it, you're telling spirit how you want it, and then they know it's giving them guidance to help you. So
Absolutely.
And I get my apartments. I go, I want an apartment where I can walk in the area where there's like affordable coffee shops, and I feel safe walking at night. And there's places I can walk in the day where there's a lake, or it's beautiful. And then I literally got exactly that check. And I have a book that I write it in, and I literally go check, 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 check. That's
Wow.
Feminine, which means you initiate with your feminine, which is what you desire, and then you get a vision, because spirit will also send you visions that will help you describe it to the spirit, say, yes, I want to materialize that vision, and then your masculine within you, the male energy within you, then works to act and make choices in support of that vision.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm really big on manifestation. I want to get more into mirror manifestation. When you look in the mirror, and then you manifest that way. But as of right now, the manifestation that I do is just, writing it down, burning it on a piece of paper, playing some mantra music. And I have manifested jobs, apartments, my business, being a business vendor, just this radio show, just so many. My twin flame, I have manifested my twin flame in this relationship. So that's pretty interesting, your take on manifestation. So we're coming to a close here. I definitely want to just know, what's next for you in your business on your spiritual path.
Well, I'm hoping to do workshops more on Zoom, teaching divination, teaching tarot, teaching us, helping people learn how to do it for themselves. I find it so important. And then also I love to do workshops to teach people how to initiate more of their feminine energies. I also bought land where I'm hoping to sort of host like some spiritual retreats where people can come and
Oh my gosh, please
Please.
do. That is amazing.
We would love to come.
Nice to come. I think we might get it organized. I met a really great friend, so we have interesting stuff in common. So it's like I think she's been sent to help me do this. So we're hoping to do that this summer. It's on a river. It's beautiful.
Oh
I would
my
love
gosh.
love it.
Absolutely, we would love to come. Teach
Yes,
classes.
absolutely. So you buying land, putting together your spiritual retreats, anything else that's major coming up for you?
Well, just really expanding the more people I help shift into alignment, help them align. I just really work with as many people as I can. Call me up, call me scared. I make myself available to people. Sorry, suddenly I'm talking about what I'm doing now, but coming up is just me being more available and having more tarot readings with people. I love doing it. I'm getting many more clients, so I hope to keep expanding in that way as much as possible. Love it. I love working with people. I love watching people's faces. I love watching people get inspired about their lives.
Right, yeah, that's major. And especially when they don't know, what to expect, and then it's just joy and happiness because they finally get that closure or that information that they're looking for as far as their life purpose and their life mission. So
Feel good when you do that, when you help people more, it feels good.
yeah, it definitely
It
does.
definitely helped me.
Yeah, it definitely feels great. So what services do you offer, and how can people get in contact with you through social media or whatever way they can contact you?
I love social media. Yep, I have the House of Spirit. Madeleine Parker is my Instagram feed. I also have a YouTube channel. I try to post more regularly there, but I've been getting many reads, which I enjoy doing, so it kind of takes over. But YouTube channel is House of Spirit, Madeleine Parker, which house spelled HOWS, as in the way the house spirit works. House of Spirit, and then I have Soul Level is my website. My email, do email me, MadeleineParker111@gmail.com. You can call me 818-203-0895. I don't mind putting my number out there.
Wow, that's awesome.
I'm definitely here it's my mission to help raise the frequency of our planet,
Absolutely.
getting in the positive.
And you definitely have done that here, being a guest on Tarot Talk. And I want to thank you so much for
Thank you,
being
madam,
our
so
first
much.
guest on our
Absolutely.
premiere show. Hopefully, sometime maybe in March or so, we can have you back on the show for a recap. And thank you again, everyone. Madeleine Parker was our special guest. We will post all of her information just in case you want a healing session or a tarot card reading. Thank you again, Madeleine. We're going to go ahead to our last music break. So you are tuned in to 105.1 Live.
Bye, thanks.
Bye, Madeleine. I'll reach out to you a little later. Thank you so much.
Let me know if there's any feedback. I'd be curious to know.
Absolutely, I will. We're gonna post everything. Then I'll post your handles and all the feedback online.
Cool.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
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 Nice talking.
You too.
Cheers.
Bye. Okay, so to close it up, I'm gonna finish with these last two zodiac signs with my. Who do we have, James? We got
have-
air and water
You have
signs
air and
left.
water left.
That was
We'll
nice.
just do one song.
Okay.
This 3 minutes long.
Okay. And then we're just gonna close it out. Because you're gonna have your final remarks? You don't wanna do that? Okay.
But
Alright.
it's definitely tied into everything that we were just saying. I wish I had said it earlier. You skipped right over it. I was trying to get you to come back before
No, we can end off on that. We can end off on what your goals is for the podcast. I'm sorry, I skipped over it. I really
Madeline was getting her time in.
Yes, she was.
But it was good though, because everything she said was golden.
Which I was already talking about earlier. So.
Yes, and I really want Charles. I want to see if Charles can come
Charles is right
this
down the
month.
street. So.
Yeah, because that's an in-person interaction. So, I'm gonna see if maybe I can move Peace Dealer again, but then again, I already told him tonight. We'll work it out though. Archangel Michael, please tell me what messages do you have in love January 2nd, January 3rd for my air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, what messages do you have? I don't even hold that.
We don't have any more viewers in our live.
I have two.
Just everybody leaving.
Alright, can I have one more card, please? One more card for the Five of Cups. One more card for the Five of Cups.
I think it sounds nice.
You think it sounded nice?
Yeah.
I just wanted more interaction with our viewers over there. Hey, y'all!
Ain't nobody up there.
Oh, really? Oh. Well, that's
I'm
okay.
looking at it now. Ain't nobody over there.
All right. Archangel Michael, could you please tell me what is the love reading for my water signs? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer,
Air.
Pisces,
You doing
Scorpio.
air.
I already did air. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm pulling all the cards now. I pulled for y'all right now. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio,
Y'all
and
ready?
love.
Yep.
What's up, y'all? You are now tuned in to 105.1 Live, and this is Tarot Talk. Yes, welcome back. So I didn't want to leave y'all without, doing the reading for our air signs and our water signs. Before we go at 5 p.m., let's go ahead and tune in and just be a little nosy with my air signs. So what's coming in for love this weekend for my air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius? So I see that, a lot of you guys are speaking your truth, okay? You're finally, trying to put out on the forefront exactly how you feel with all your emotions, what's been going on in this situation, on this relationship. You're standing your ground. So you're speaking your truth. You could be speaking your truth to a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, Sag, Aries. Okay, this person could be younger than you, but they're really swift and really in and out of your life. Could be a little spontaneous, but a younger type of vibe. But maybe you're speaking your truth to them about the fact that they can't just keep walking in and out of your life like that, okay? So speak your truth to them. Let them know exactly how you feel. With the Queen of Pentacles, sometimes this means that, you could be pregnant or you could already have children. This is a card of wisdom and empowerment and maturity. So I feel like you're just going deep within yourself, trying to get that wisdom and that maturity clicking, and your intuition clicking to actually see, if this is something that you want to deal with or not. Also, a lot of you are just focused on your house and your living, your stability, your prosperity. Just a lot of money is your main focus. You could be, moving to a different house, maybe preparing and planning to buy a house or to move into an apartment. You could be decorating your house, buying new things for your house. Maybe some of you guys are working from home because a lot of money is being made in the household. So that's definitely something on your mind. I do see with the Ace of Wands that you have new beginnings coming in. So that's beautiful. New beginnings being offered by the universe, okay? You're tired of all the start and stop energy. So I kind of feel like the universe is coming in to, give you a different opportunity here. That's not going to be, a lot of start and stop energy. I also feel like some of you guys are holding on to your love, or you're holding on to things that no longer serves you. Some of you are also holding on to your finances, which makes sense right now with, everything going how it's going, the economy and what we're being faced with. But, as far as holding on to your love, why is the Four of Pentacles here? So yeah, some of you guys feel like you've been hit with the okie dokie by this person, and this is an air sign, well, you are the air sign, but this could be a fire sign you're dealing with, Leo, Aries, Sag, but you could feel like you've been hit with the okie dokie. Some of you actually might be moving away from this person or leaving this person, and you might feel like all love has been lost with this particular situation or relationship. But, you know, don't give up hope, okay? Let the universe take control. And that is your reading for January 2nd and January 3rd. Now we're quickly going to go ahead and get into fire signs. So fire signs, okay? Leo. Oh, I'm sorry. I already did fire signs. So water signs. So we're on water signs. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. All right. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in love. Archangel Michael. All right. Oh, look at this. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you guys have new beginnings. You definitely have new beginnings here. Some of my water signs could be dealing with a fire sign, a Leo, Sag, or Aries. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, but it could be. Archangel Michael, what messages of love do you have for water signs for January 2nd and January 3rd? What messages do you have? All right, so I see that Empress. So a lot of my water signs, you know, you want to become the Empress. You're standing up for what you believe in, stepping into your power, your divine power, and just taking control of your life, okay? You could be deciding to leave a third-party situation behind. Also, you know, maybe something is coming to an end. Something could be coming to an end, you know, quickly. And maybe unexpectedly, okay, like a love relationship or a partner, or maybe the way you perceive this person or this situation or relationship is coming to an end. So this could also mean new ways of thinking. For some of you, it would just mean that, you know, the relationship is coming to an end. You're definitely focused right now on your finances and your stability, doing a lot of overtime, working hard at work. And then you also have the Ace of Pentacles. This could mean a Capricorn soulmate is coming in. Okay, this also could mean any soulmate. It could be any sign, not, you know, just a Capricorn, but you do have stability and prosperity coming in. You know, this could be more finances, a raise, more money, house, car, okay? But I feel like, you know, you're trying to, whatever you're going through right now, you have been through this before, the universe is saying. So you already know what to do. Don't be too hard on yourself, but you're trying to make your way through the energy, and, you know, you might end up, you know, holding your ground, you know, standing up for what you believe in, okay? So that's what I have for my water signs from January 2nd up until tomorrow, January 3rd. And now we're going to go ahead and let James recap for the next 2 minutes about what he took from the readings that we did today.
Well, you have your fire signs in love, and I was from what I got from that was trust in yourself, or your trust in self. Set your intentions.
I like that.
On your worth, your love, and your purpose, because your heart is driving you right now.
Wow. So fire signs, Leo, Sag, Aries, your heart is driving you right now. Set your intentions clearly to the universe and let the universe know exactly what you want.
Then you have the earth sign in love, and then that was keep your heart open. Embrace your gut feeling. Your happiness, your love, it comes from within, and trust the process.
Wow. So that was earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Trust the process. Trust your intuition and embrace what you feel. Embrace that feeling that you get from red flags or from your intuition. Embrace all that you feel. Let your body feel those emotions.
Then you have your air in love. Live your authentic self, or live in your authenticity. The universe will provide, so keep your faith.
Wow. So that was air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Be authentic. Live in your true self. Let the universe provide, and the universe will provide once you actually confront and confirm who you are as a person and what it is you stand for. And you can move forward just by after doing that, and the universe is here to support you.
Then you have your water in love, and that's basically trusting in yourself and accept and welcome change.
Ooh, that's major. So water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the message is to trust in yourself and let the universe provide. And
accept it.
And accept.
And welcome it.
And welcome the new changes that are approaching your life. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to our world premiere of Tarot Talk right here on 105.1 Live. And it's been great. And until next weekend, peace,
Peace and
love,
abundance.
and abundance.